Harihi Om, my dear holy souls. This is Mata Anantananda, Sri Sadguru Shivarama Avadhuta Ashramam, Kamvaram village, Kurnool district, Andhra Pradesh state. Under the caption of wonderful Indian folk stories, we are enjoying some twistful, wonderful and suspensive, adventurous stories of Bhatti and Vikramadya, the historical personalities of ancient India. These stories are spread in villages and in public, mixed with some fantasy. In that series of videos, this is 78th one. In this video, the story of tree roots having magic powers obtained by Bhatti is explained. Main incidents in the story are: Bhatti started to Ujjain without asking Bhethal's help. A reason for it: the twist of saint and his wife. Bhatti obtained the magic powered tree roots along with magical verses. His return to his brother Vikramadya's anger and ego about brother's safety. The outcoming skills from this story are: the logic in this story mesmerizes. The saint and his wife's twist makes us extreme happy. The remaining story let us enjoy in the video. Like that, Bhatti thought about the disturbance which might get to the desire of Vikramaditya. That's why he left the palace and entered into the city. And he didn't like to show his face with negative answer to his brother Vikramaditya. That's why he traced another way to leave the city Vijayanagara. And after crossing the city, he sat down under a tree and thought what he could do. With a negative answer, he didn't wish to approach brother Vikramaditya. That's why he thought to approach Ujjain, and there with the help of Ujjain Mahankali, he could trace out the secret regarding Champakavalli. That's why he had taken his own appearance as Bhatti by leaving the servant maid's costume. And he didn't ask the help of Bhetala, because Bhetala can do the can get the things. He could arrange all the ornaments and other things to get disguise of any other form, or else to travel on his shoulders like that. But he didn't turn Bhatti as a girl, as a female, because Bhetala is not a god like that. That's why Bhatti thought, I can't get the help of Bhetala, so that only the alternate is Ujjain, to reach Ujjain. So that he started to reach Ujjain. He walked for a certain distance. It was hot day, so that he felt very thirsty. At nearby, in that forest, he could trace the lake. So he gone there and reached there and had taken water and satisfied his thirst. And to have some rest, he laid under the shade of a big banyan tree. He couldn't get sleep because he is very he was feeling responsible. Such a man, how can he get sleep? So that just he laid there and watching the surroundings and thinking about how to solve the problem of Champakavalli, how to get her married with Vikramaditya. He was thinking like that. By that time he traced some just a little hut, a parnashala, just like an ashram, was nearby in that forest. By washing the clothes dried to sun, he thought that a pair, a man and a woman, might be wife and husband. They were staying in that hut and doing penance like that, he thought. Then at the moment he noticed that the saint who was living in that hut was coming towards him. So that Bhatti just closed his eyes and pretended as if he was sleeping. The saint, he was coming to take a holy bath in the lake in the part of his penance. So he reached the spot where Bhatti was sleeping, just laying under the tree. Then he watched that young, handsome man, Bhatti, and he murmured little bit out a little bit with low voice. He murmured himself, the saint, how handsome this man is. He's laying here. I don't know who he is. By watching his handsomeness, he might be some deity or else a prince or else a king of some kingdom like that. Oh, he is very handsome and very attractive. It will be dangerous if my wife had seen him, because Shastras say the female's mind is not stable. That too, they'll get disturbed by watching this handsome man, so that her penance and her concentration, faithfulness will get disturbed. I should not allow such. He said like that, and then he rushed towards the bushes surrounding the tree, and he took some tree root as a just like a small stick like that, and he again approached Bhatti, and by saying a mantra, a magical word which means to turn a man in the form of woman, he said such magic verse, and taken round around Bhatti by holding that tree root, the mulika in Sanskrit and Telugu like that, and then he murmured the verses. Immediately, what a surprise! But Bhatti had turned as a beautiful girl, beautiful lady. Then with humming as with satisfaction, the saint had dropped that tree root there itself and left it to the lake, and had taken bath and returned to his hut. While going back to hut, he observed the girl under the tree who was sleeping still, and he felt satisfaction and had gone to hut. After a few minutes, the wife of that saint, she was coming, but he had seen in the form of woman. Then again he laid there and pretending as sleeping. The wife of saint, she came there and watched this girl, and she murmured herself with a little bit slow, low voice, what a beautiful lady she is, very young, very attractive. Being woman, I could not stop my eyes without watching her. Such a beauty she was. If my husband watched her, that too, literature say that the male's minds are very disturbed while getting watching of beautiful women like that, so that I should not allow. Otherwise my husband may get disturbed, he may leave me, and he may leave his penance also. Such a beautiful woman she is, so that I should not allow the circumstances like this. And she said like that, and she rushed into the bushes nearby that big banyan tree, and within few minutes she approached again Bhatti, who was in female form, by handling a stick, a tree root, and she came there. She chanted a magic verse which had the meaning of making a woman as a man, and she had taken a round around Bhatti and said that magic verse, so that with great surprise Bhatti had turned into man as he was in his previous form. and she dropped that tree root there itself, and she had gone to lake and she had taken bath there, and she returned to hut. While returning back to hut, she observed again what happened there. Still Bhatti was pretending and laid there, so that with satisfaction that the woman, the wife of a saint, left there. And after a few minutes, Bhatti, with great joy, collected the 2 tree roots, and he memorized which one is useful to turn the male to female, and which one is was useful to turn female to male, and he had taken and saved them in his dress, and he chanted the 2 verses as they memorized by him very strongly, and started towards Vijayanagar with a great eagerity. And after reaching Vijayanagar, and he had taken the direction of the lake where Vikramaditya was waiting for him. So he was very eager, and so that he was walking with high speed. But by that time it was almost evening. Dark is coming, approaching the night. So Vikramaditya was very eagerly waiting for his brother, and he thought, wherever he goes, my brother Bhatti, by completing the work within short period, he used to come back. But today afternoon he had gone to along with Champakavalli by mingling himself in the disguise of female as a servant maid, and had gone in the afternoon. It's now late evening, but he didn't return. What happened to my brother? He thought like that, and he sensed some danger also. Because of his love and affection towards his brother Bhatti, forgotten that he was bound by Mahankali, so that there was no life danger to Bhatti for 2000 years. And being a great knight, Bhatti couldn't get any wound by any other people. But Vikramaditya had forgotten all the things. He was very eager about the safety of his brother, so that he had taken out of his sword and said to himself, I'll go to Vijayanagar and I'll call down the king Vijayaraya Ranga, and whatever it might be, I don't care. Let the people will see my ferociousness, how far it is. I won't allow even a single wound or single damage to my brother. What happened to him, I must watch. Whatever may be the secret of Champakavalli, I'll chase it, or else I'll leave her. That's all. But I won't allow my brother into big trouble. It might be by knowing that Bhatti accompanied them in the disguise of female, they might present him, and whatever it happened, I don't know. But I must reach to the palace of the king. By thinking like that, Vikramaditya was about to start towards the city Vijayanagar. By that time he watched Bhatti was approaching to him, and with great speed he also walked towards Bhatti, and Bhatti almost ran towards the feet of Vikramaditya and had fallen down on the feet of Vikramaditya. With great love and affection, Vikramaditya had hugged his brother and said, my dear brother, it was too late. By the way, I am very eager about your safety. At last you came, I am happy. And Bhatti, what he said with Vikramaditya and what will happen, let us enjoy in the coming up video about the next part of this story. Harihi Om. Thank you for watching.